Love Island US season 7 is wild. We got to talk about what's been going on, Hurricane Huda, and everything between. So grab a beverage. Hopefully, you're wearing something very comfy. Smash that like and let's get started.
If you like what you see, come and get it with me. I know you deserve all you want, 'cause your heart's made of gold. But don't wait till you're old. If you want it, I get you some.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, stand-up comedian, pop culture vulture, and Love Island. Or I can say now Love Island, a super fan, Joleen Lunzer here to talk about what's going on this season of Love Island US. But first, before we get started, make sure you smash that like. You guys, it lets the algorithm know we're here late night after an episode of Love Island on Peacock. And we have tomorrow, Wednesday. I think they take Wednesdays off, so we won't have an episode. So we got to talk about all the things that are going on in these recent episodes. If you want to support the channel further, you're always welcome to send a super chat while we're live here on YouTube. You can send a super thanks after the video posts, or check out the description of my video where you can join my YouTube membership, my Patreon, if you want some bonus content. Otherwise, you can hit me up on the Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, or you can just sit back and enjoy the show. My cats are both trying to be up on my desk. One made the leap, one did not. Okay. We take a comedic look over here at everything we talk about. We roast, we recap, we have a good time. Remember, I'm very opinionated. That doesn't mean you have to have the same opinion as me. You're welcome to sound off in the live chat or the comment section, and we can just respectfully agree to disagree.
That's my opinion!
Also, remember that everything I say is true except for the parts that are false. Everything is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So don't sue me.
Allegedly.
You guys, so good to see some of you late night owls here with me. I was going to save this stream for tomorrow, but after getting caught up on Love Island, once Hype Man husband Chella got home from work, we got caught up on Love Island. I logged into Instagram and I said, I got to go live. This is crazy. So shout out to all the night owl lean teamers in the chat. Maria, Mason, Liz, Christina Coca. Oh my God. I got to have Christina Coca. You have to come on with me and we have to talk Love Island. I haven't been doing specific Love Island lives because I said I was just going to enjoy the show and just update sometimes. But my God, now I can't stop. So you got to come on and we got to do a full breakdown. You guys, a full breakdown. Okay. So, season 7. You guys, what that was episode 14. Hurricane Huda washes out. She crashes out. You guys, what started as on Sunday, one of the greatest episodes of Love Island. Again, I've only watched season 6 and now season 7. But in my opinion, and the internet's opinion, one of those kind of episodes of television where you're like, holy shit, which was on Sunday. Then we had Monday where we were like, oh, okay. And now we have Tuesday where we're like, oh, okay, this isn't going to end. So Sunday got us a recoupling voted by America. America decided we are sick of Jeremiah and Huda. This isn't a good relationship. We don't want to watch it. We're over it. So let's put one of the new bombshells, Iris, into a recoupling with Jeremiah. That set off the fireworks of all fireworks to where they were both wondering, does America hate me? Does America hate you? Does America hate us? Does America see something we don't see? Olandria's like, what the hell are you guys seeing that maybe we're not seeing? And we're seeing a lot. And when my heart was kind of hurting for Huda at first, because she was, going around being like, does America hate me? And I was just sitting there going, no, baby girl, America doesn't hate you. But now I'm like, I don't know anymore. This is so fudged up. So this is the couple that now has taken over Love Island. All the toxicity. I was just saying how much I was enjoying Love Island compared to The Valley because it's just such a fun summer show, a fun summer love game show that plays a lot on emotions and is kind of like the Hunger Games of love. So I guess it's not like the nicest show to watch, but I was really enjoying it. And then all of a sudden, this couple decided to fall in love immediately or whatever they were doing. And they were already talking about winning the game, what's going to happen outside of the show. Not really, as the other Islanders would say, taking in the full experience. And then you add in Ace, who is a whole problem within himself, who is a messy man, stirring the pot. And then Nick, who's just an Ace follower. Shout out to Austin, because Austin has these tiny moments where he's winning me over when he says things like that. Because I'm like, that is true. Everyone's just following Ace's manipulation. And they were calling out Jeremiah. And on Sunday, Jeremiah was getting hit from all sides. And let me tell you, I did not want to be sticking up for Jeremiah. That's the last thing I want to do in my life. This man looks like he was born on the set of The Bold and the Beautiful. I'm like, this man has enough. He does not need any more help. But this man needs our help. This man needs our help. Okay? I gave Huda the benefit of the doubt for as long as I could give Huda the benefit of the doubt. And now I'm literally just watching this woman verbally abuse this man on the regular. It has gone so far beyond. Like Christina says, yeah, Sunday, incredible. Monday, horrible. Tuesday, what in the hell? What in the hell? Christina says Huda is a goddess. I don't know. So we had the recoupling happen. And ever since the recoupling, you would think that Mr. Jeremiah picked this recoupling himself. Because we have Huda just crashing out. And being like, you slept in a bed with that woman? You did. It's like, that's part of the game. She thinks, I don't know, she thinks he should be digging himself a hole on the beach or something. But I will tell you, her reasoning for crashing out in the first place once the recoupling happens is she feels as though Jeremiah did not go to check on her. He did go to check on her. Maybe not right away. She was showering. He stood outside the bathroom. And guess what he heard? He's a bitch. He's a bitch, bitch, bitch. And then she was just calling this man every name in the book. And as this was happening, I'm like, I don't feel good about this. All America, I believe, wanted to do is just break this coupling up because it was no fun. It was borderline toxic. At this point now, it's full toxic. It was borderline toxic, just like, switch it up. Boring. Bring a book. Don't like it. Possible love bombing. Both ends. No, thank you. Both sides. And then Huda started with the name calling, the yelling, the blaming, the victimhood. Everything is, it's me. You don't know what you've done to me. And she's having literal like sermons where she's just talking and yelling at this man, telling him he's a bitch. He's not a man. He doesn't know how to cook a pancake. No man should ever have to make your woman food. What is this, 1800s? I'll take food from any man. Just make me food. Just keep me out of the kitchen because I'm dangerous in the kitchen. Okay, I will burn this house down. Not on purpose. I have really bad kitchen skills and I don't enjoy it. I love getting cooked for. So this woman just starts he hears her like, she's a bitch. That's not my husband. And I'm thinking, girl, we are less than 2 weeks in. We cannot be taking it this serious. Oh my gosh. Nicole said I was just live talking about all of this on my reality rants. And I was trying to stay off social media. Last night, I think it was last night, I was going through Christina's Instagram, obviously, because it's amazing. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because I thought people were going to be like, Joleen, what's wrong with you? What are you thinking? Because I was feeling very sorry for Jeremiah. I was feeling as though this man is getting abused right in front of our eyes. That this man has taken all the hits and he doesn't deserve it. And you know me, I'm okay, like, no offense, all offense. But if a man takes a little bit of F you here and there, I'm not the one that's going to go men's rights, but this is so wrong. And it was just hitting me I was getting like very upset. I was having a visceral reaction to this woman just like belittling him. And then I'm thinking, oh yeah, Jolene, because if you saw this happening to a woman, you would hate this shit. So why is it any different when it's happening to a man? Because he's not fighting back. And I'm not saying Jeremiah is perfect, because he's not. And there is part of him that has to work on, a big part of him that has to work on himself too, because you hear him saying things like, I like this. I like that you're a psycho, or I like that you're crazy. But there's just a point where it is just wrong. Right? Mason says, I can't believe we really have someone like Huda on reality TV in the year 2025. Huda is just faking the funk here. Okay. She came into Love Island pretending to be a girl's girl, pretending to do this whole like, yay, I'm here for the ladies. But she's here for the penises. All right. And for this penis in particular. And she thinks she owns this penis. She thinks this penis has to do whatever she says that it has to do. And all the women are taking hits because of it. Every new bombshell that comes into Love Island, their job is to get to know everybody. She immediately finds a way to talk badly about these women, degrade them, put them down, and tell them they're not the girls. She's done that now with Amaya. I think she started to do that with Sierra. She's obviously doing that to Iris. And let me tell you, justice for Amaya. Can we talk? Okay. My poor sweet baby girl Amaya, the nurse from New York, the Dominican princess nurse from New York, who just is trying to find love. She's so happy for everybody. She is truly the epitome of a girl's girl. When Charlie came to her and was like, maybe I should get to know you. And she's like, oh, no, my girl Hannah. You're supposed to be with my girl Hannah. Now, I don't care if she's with that other guy. That's the basketball player. I forget his name. That needs a better haircut, but he's cute, but he needs a better haircut. I don't care. You don't come to me. So she was like, Charlie, I vote you out. She is truly a girl's girl. Every time I see Amaya in a scene, or whatever you would call it on Love Island, in a situation, she is just like smiling for other people. She's truly happy for those falling in love. And she herself just wants to genuinely find a connection. Amaya is so desperate. She's connecting with Austin. Okay. And I will not tell a lie. Austin has won me over a couple times. Especially because at first I'm like, screw this man. Get out of here. I'm not interested in this pool man from Florida. I am not interested in him. But when he was calling out Ace for standing up and being so emo about the Jeremiah Huda situation, he was like talking to Jeremiah going, what is he doing? Why is he standing up? I was like, why is he standing up? Why is Ace so emo? Ace is a producer plant. Ace is an industry plant, obviously, right? There's no way this man is real. And if he is, very scary, very manipulative, very gross. Overnight, this man got coupled. Let me pull up a picture of Ace here. Ace got coupled with our dear Amaya. All right. And I don't even think I have a picture of them. But you know who I'm talking about. I'll try to find a picture of Ace. And basically, he chose her, I think. Ace and Amaya. Love Island. Okay. And then immediately he's like, don't touch me. I don't like to be touched. Don't touch me. I have a touching issue. We don't touch. Nobody touch me. Don't touch me. Don't think we're going to be together. Just because we're in a couple doesn't mean shit. Get away from me. Don't touch me. Did you just touch me? I don't like to be touched. Nobody better touch me. I don't want to be touched. Is there touching? Meanwhile, he's touching Shelly every chance he gets. He just decided to be difficult, to be très difficile, as the French would say. And be like, don't touch me. And I'm like, since when? When he's sneaking forehead kisses and cheek kisses on Shelly, he basically just immediately started going in on Amaya, this sweet, sweet, sweetheart of a woman, genuine nurse. I think she says she's a cardiac nurse. Just all the good things. And she got paired with this dude. Let me show you. I mean, you guys know who I'm talking about, but we need a visual. She gets paired with this dude who's like, I have all my siblings tattooed on me. Okay, cool. But when did Love Island become Don't Touch Me Island? Plus, that was Bella's move. That was Bella, because Bella was like, I'm a Christian. You guys were like, get out of your bubble. So when Ace started treating Amaya like that, I was like, I am so done. But yet Amaya, she went on. And she was trying. She's been trying, and she's been supporting all the women. And even though Huda, was kind of talking down on the bombshells that came in, like she does, she still had her back. And she literally is that type of woman that seems genuinely happy for everybody else. And she's been stuck in a couple with this dude who's like, don't touch me, but yet he's touching people all the time. I don't understand this man. Nicole said Ace is my least favorite. I can't believe he did that to Amaya after he chose her. Very manipulative behavior. Why didn't Shelly clock that? I don't know. And then tonight, when they turn the door and it's like, Ace and Shelly are finally a couple, I'm like, send them both home. Send Shelly home. Shelly had no good choices. She had Austin or Ace. There is no chemistry between Shelly and Austin, like zero, zip, zilch, none. And I was so happy that at least Austin finally chose someone else, because Austin's like, I'm getting really tired of being in this threesome situation, this love triangle situation. Bro, you're not in it. There's no triangle. You're just like the creepy dad that chaperones their dates. Ace is the type of guy where I feel like he needs control. He's manipulative, he's messy, and he needs to control the situation. And oddly enough, I think that part of the reason he didn't like Huda from the jump and was skeptical of Jeremiah and her relationship is because he was just mad he didn't get a chance at Huda. So who knows? Probably next they'll be hooking up. I don't know. But all I know about this man is I'm very mad at this man, and I want Amaya to find love. I want all the good things to happen to Amaya. She is fun. She is funny. She is sweet. She's a firecracker. She's smart. And she's just trying so hard. She's like, yeah. She yes-ands everybody. She's like the best improv partner you could ever have. And she deserves the world. And yet here we sit, keeping Huda in the game, on the island. Irene says, I watched a few episodes. Get invested. Yes, hit that like. Thank you, Worldwide Collaborations. Late night impromptu live. Hit that like. The chest tattoo. It's okay. So, as I was saying, justice for Amaya. May somehow Austin be the person to lead her to a new bombshell coming in that's truly worthy of her. But if her and Austin hit it off, God bless, I guess. All right. But I just really wanted to take care of Austin's whitehead today. We have lots of things going on. Nick had the pimple of all pimples, and I get it. Everybody still gets pimples, but it was a whole thing when Nick was being like, I don't know which hot chick I like. Let my acne decide. Okay, I digress. Right? Nicole says, I wonder if Ace is going to change his tune with Shelly now that the chase is over. Probably. And yet, despite him being so blatantly rude and just mean to Amaya for no reason, she still was cheering him on. She still was able to cheer on him and Shelly tonight. Even when Shelly was doing squats with Austin in tonight's episode, Amaya's there in her, tie-up shoes, tanning, which I thought was funny when the announcer clocked that. And she was like, I feel like Amaya has just been a spectator on this show for too long, just smiling and supporting everybody else. Meanwhile, Hurricane Huda. Okay, let's get back to Hurricane Huda and freaking Jeremiah. So here, let me share their pictures again. Shout out to Screen Rant. They got a whole bunch of pictures of this couple that we can peruse. All right. No, I don't want that one. I want a different one. Okay, stop sharing. Let's try this again. All right. Oh, God, you guys, I don't know. This is crazy. What a crazy show. What a crazy, stupid show that I'm totally invested in. All right. So these two went from, we're so in love. And we went to the water slide park and we're talking about our future. And it's literally like day 2. Now it's maybe day 10. And she's like, I'm a mother. And she took a while to tell him she's a mom because she's like, I get judged on that. And I want to have a good experience. So she's slowly been rolling out the motherhood thing. Nick had the reaction of mama, mamacita, dog mom, cat mom, bird mom, parrot mom. You got a gerbil? You got a hamster? What do you got? You get squirrels in your yard? You call them your children? They call you mom? What are you a mom of? You like mommy, 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 papi, papi, mommy, mama, 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 mama mia. And she was like, no, to a kid. He's like, oh, okay, cool. Cool. And then tonight she told Ace. And then also tonight, Alandria and Jeremiah accidentally let it slip to Austin. And I'm thinking, when Huda finds out that someone knows she's a mom and she didn't tell them, she's going to burn the place down. I am terrified for these people. I am so worried that all of these people are going to be a part of like a mass schmurder. I'm very worried because Huda is not regulated. Something's going on there. She has no control of her emotions, and it's very terrifying the way she is freaking out and yelling at people and scaring everybody. Thank you, Christina, for the super chat. Christina says there was an article that herpes is going around the villa. Call Chell Stat. Well, it's on Nick. Nick went from the little pimple that could to the herpes on the lip. I saw that and I was like, oh God. And everyone's kissing Olandria. Now Olandria is going to get it. Leave Olandria alone. Oh my goodness. Because it's a kiss and they're all going to get not meningitis. Not tuberculosis. What's the thing you get when people would get it in like high school? It's the kissing disease. I know it's not tuberculosis. Can you imagine Casa Amor? If Huda is still there for Casa Amor, she's going to burn the place down. Yes, I'm a mommy. I'm a mommy. So says, don't send Shelly home. Exactly. Good point. What was she supposed to do when she's stuck with, they gave Shelly the shittiest options. Shelly's best option was Sierra. When Sierra was like, I want to kiss Shelly, I was like, get you two be together. I will watch that. Ebola, not Ebola. Mono. Thank you. Mono. Not tuberculosis. Not Ebola. Abuela. Not abuela. Not Ebola. Mono. Mono y mano. Thank you, guys. So they're giving each other herpes and mono. Just kiss, kiss, kissing. So ever since the recoupling, Huda's been a psychopath. And I don't say that lightly. I am very afraid. I'm afraid where I am right now. I'm afraid for all of us. I'm afraid of all of us watching. At first I was like, okay, it's going to be fine. And then I was like, it's not going to be fine. Because this lady cannot stop yelling at this man. She's like, you're a bitch. You're stupid. You're dumb. You're not a man. Like I said, you can't make my pancakes. How dare you? I'm going to wear these tights. I'm going to wear tights on top of a dress that looks like tights on tights. And she sat in that little bar area room. I don't know what it's called. And just lectured him. And he has been handling it. He's been so calm. And she is just freaking the funk out. And I don't like that. That's not how I roll. That's not how I roll, especially in relationships. If you call me a bitch and you're calling me names and we just got together, you're dead to me. You're gone forever. I'm an Aquarius and I'm neurodivergent. I will ghost you so fast, it'll be like you never existed. I don't even need a funeral. I already forgot who you are. Like, I don't want to see you, talk to you, nothing. This man has been called so many names and she thinks it's okay. This is not the Bad Girls Club. I do not know what Huda is doing. She is popping up, going, Iris, we need to talk. So he gets recoupled. He goes on a date, yesterday or the day before, because he's only been recoupled for 2 days. It's already been the scariest 2 days of all of our lives. And they go to the beach. She's like, what did you do on your date? We need to talk over here. Soul ties now. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. What? And Iris, poor sweet Iris, who is so chill, so calm. Like, Iris is so chill, her face is sleeping when she talks. Like, she's just like, no, I think it's totally normal. This is like the only place in the world where it's socially acceptable to date multiple people at the same time in front of them. Like her face is, everything's chill about this woman. And Huda's like, soul ties, now, what'd you do? And she literally told Huda, we sat on the beach. And Huda goes, my dream date. That's, girl, you can't have it all. You cannot have it all. Huda, because I want it all or nothing. Like, Huda wants all the good things for her, nothing for anybody else, and she thinks she owns this man. Really? Your dream date is to sit on the beach? Because you've been on the beach the whole time. You could have literally went and sat with him on a beach, and there is sand at the Love Island. You're literally on a show called Love Island. You're on an island. That means you're surrounded by water with sand. You could have made that dream come true at any time. Yes, her behavior, abusive, period, point blank. There's no way around it. El Michelle said he did love bomb her, but for her to say she's emotionally mature, where? Where? Exactly, El Michelle, where? Natterpuss says, I'm scared for the entire villa with Hudazilla on the loose. Oh, then she's walking around. I mean, so it's not just her like yelling at him and he's a bitch. It's also her body language. Did you see tonight she threw the water bottle and the phone, all because he keeps trying to talk to her, and I'm thinking, stop. Please stop. Please, 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 for the love of God, Mr. Jeremiah, stop. And he's like, okay, so I was thinking about it. I was thinking we started too fast, too furious. Okay? And maybe we need to get to know each other, become friends. And she's like, you're trying to make me like you. He's like, I'm not trying to make you like me or some conversation they have. And then she's like, you don't want me to like you. And then she freaks out. She gets up. She's like, fuck you. Leave me alone. And there's so many fuck yous, and there's so many leave me alones, and there's so many storming off and across the way. And then she's getting the other islanders involved, and we can't enjoy anything, and neither can they. And they're looking at her like, is she going to us or what? Like, what is going on? And she's, you're a bitch. You're a dick. I hate you. Oh my God. We cannot just be popping off on everyone who pisses us off like this. She is Ariana levels of anger with Scandival. Ariana dealt with Tom Sandoval and his bullshit for 10 years. 9 or 10 years, give or take. And it took 9 to 10 years for her to finally be like, for you to die, and just read him the riot act and put him to bed for good. And this chick has known this man for 8, 9, 10 days. And she's just like, I loved you. You broke my heart. Every conversation they have, you broke my heart. And then you broke my heart again. And then you broke my heart. We get it. You're hurt. Because they banged. They boned. First of all, don't have sex in the room. Is this common for the Love Islands? I know I watch Big Brother, and they've definitely banged in the beds in front of other people when the lights were out. But don't do that. You know, I feel like these other people, they can't consent. They're there. They're a part of your intercourse time. And you're just banging it out right after they had sex. I was like, oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is not going to be good. All right, it's common because it is common in Big Brother. People have done this before. One time while having a conversation with the other people in the room, well, the gentleman, if you want to call him that, in this situation did it, and the lady was taking a sip from her water bottle. So they were sex multitaskers. I just feel like you could sneak away to other areas. They were already taking showers. These two just jumped in too quick. And of course it was going to be super toxic. But I didn't know it was going to be this bad. This woman will not stop. And it is all kinds of like triggering and gross, and I hate it. And she's just like, how could you sleep in the bed with her? How could you sit next? Because he's recoupled, and that's part of it. And you told him to get the F away, and that he's a bitch, and you hate him, and he's a dick, and he sucks, and he's a liar. You told him all these horrible things, and he literally was like, Huda, I would never call you out on your name like this. I would never do that. She's like, oh yeah? She's like, I think America's trying to protect me from you. And he's like, I think America might be trying to protect me from you. She goes, you think America hates me? We're getting there, girl. Oh my goodness. I'm terrified. So tonight they had the chance to vote Huda out finally. The first time they didn't take that chance. Okay? Because the strategic masterminds like Austin were like, Taylor, I'll vote out Taylor. And tonight they had the chance. They could keep sweet Jalen, who, sure, boring, bring a book, but he's a new bombshell. He was hitting it off with Alandria. Don't even get me started there, because as much as I thought and want to love Taylor, I don't think I love Taylor for Alandria. Because didn't Taylor just get done saying a couple episodes ago he wasn't attracted to Alandria? How are you not attracted to Alandria? Everyone's attracted to Alandria. What? Men, like everybody. It doesn't matter. Alandria's attractiveness is it defies gender, gravity, all the things. What are you talking about? When everyone can pick who they want to make out with, it's Alandria. But somehow Taylor's like, we were kind of connecting here. Rather, I'm going to need to see a little bit of passion. I kind of feel like as much as I want to like Taylor's silly personality, and I think that's what Alandria likes about him, I'm like, sir, do you realize what you have? Okay? With your Arby's roast beef hat, like, calm it down. Right? Hello? Hello? Oh, thank you. Christina says, Jolene just texted you what the fan posted on his IG. I feel so bad for his family. I feel so bad. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Let me send this to myself. If this was like if I was watching my family member go through this on the show, I'd be calling the producers, like, get him off. Get him off of there. Get my brother, my son off of there. Such a mess. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I believe Taylor. Hype Man Husband Chell thinks maybe it's like, it's just slower and they're connecting as BFFs and maybe that'll turn into something more. But I feel like Alandria has already decided it's something more, but I don't know that Taylor has. Every time Taylor talks about Alandria, he talks about how good she makes him feel, and build him up, but I don't really see him building her up. And so I don't like that for Alandria. So at least with Jalen, he was really interested and he was the Southern guy like she wanted. And he finally did a date that I would want. Who wants ping pong and pancakes? Every time Ace plans a stupid morning date for Shelly, first of all, how dare you tell me to hurry up and get ready and plan things in the morning? Give me a minute. Make me breakfast and then let's chill and then rub my back or something. He's like ping pong and pancakes and then yoga and then dance. No. Maybe it's because I'm in my 40s now, but I need sit down activities and I need rubbing or something. Like I need a massage. I don't want to play ping pong. And why does he need all of his weird dude friends there to be part of it? Is it a joke? Are these real dates? Why does he need Nick and Taylor to be like announcers and be like, we're doing ping pong and pancakes? Boring. No. You know, pancakes and pedicures. Rub my feet. So I love that Jalen was actually the first guy I've seen. They had a date where they were doing like giving each other massages, like something relaxing. This villa has just been, ugh. Okay, so this is from Jeremiah's family. Thank you, Christina, for sending this to me. They posted, using profanity in the way we witnessed during tonight's episode is not how Jeremiah or anyone in the villa deserves to be spoken to. Thank you, America. So they were like, thank you, America, for getting Jeremiah out of that coupling. Also, shout out to Sierra, because so far she's the only Islander who's called it out. And I don't know if it's in the previews for the next episode or if it was at the end of this episode. I think it was at the end of this episode where she straight up told Huda, and you got to calm it down with the name calling. It's too much. It's horrible to watch this happen, especially when another person is not even fighting back. When you can clearly see that Jeremiah is like, I don't want to talk like that. I would never want someone to talk to me like that, especially someone who said they were interested in me or someone that I trusted. You have to do me pretty dirty for me to be like, and fuck you, and fudge you over here, and fudge you over there. Christina says, literally, if a dude told me get dressed early tomorrow morning, I'd be like, no, we're done here. Yeah, like, stop it. What is this, work? Is this school? Ace has the worst ideas for dates. Let's exercise and do ping pong. No, I'm not your little buddy. Okay? Why don't you brush my hair? Why don't you do something that's more relaxing? Why don't we lay down and like look at the ocean at a reasonable hour? Maybe nighttime even. You know, why don't we eat candy and chill and sit again? Something with sitting. Again, sitting is very important. Don't make me like, I don't know. Maybe because they're young, they're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my gosh. Let's see what you guys are seeing. Nicole said Taylor had a text messages leaked with another girl he was involved with saying he would come back to her no matter what after Love Island. Told her so she wouldn't be blind. Okay, so Taylor had text message leaked with another girl he was involved with saying he would come back to her no matter what after Love Island. Told her so she wouldn't be blindsided. Did he tell Olandria this? Because if not, that makes a lot of sense why he seems kind of like there's some kind of wall up. That would make sense. Thank you, El Michelle. Yes, ping pong and pancakes sounds like stomach cramps. Yeah. Okay. Also, it's like the morning time. Let me take care of my business. Let me have some coffee. Make me a cappuccino. And how come no one's making avocado toast this season? Last season, that's all I could think about. I wanted avocado toast every day because the season sixers were like avocado toasting and toasties. No one's making toasties either at night. Something's up with this cast. They're not calling out. They're not doing any of the stuff I just named, like avocado toast, and it's like too much scrambled eggs, a lot of pancakes every day. You can't make me believe these people are eating that many carbs every day, especially pancakes with sugar, and they're keeping those abs. I know they're young, but come on now, these protein pancakes, what's going on? So in addition to those things, which are egregious, the fact that no one was calling out Huda, like every one of the Islanders, maybe because they were afraid of her, were being like, yeah, girl, you deserve a real man. Jeremiah's not a real man. I'm sorry, what did he do again? Because he undercooked her pancake one time and he didn't check on her immediately because she almost got voted off due to her own doing, like both of them. I don't know if she saw, but Jeremiah was literally sticking up for their relationship. I thought he was going to like ussy out. I thought, oh, he's just going to give in to the boys. And he was actually sticking up for himself and their relationship as Ace is weirdly involved, you know, and getting very upset. And then Nick is just co-signing everything Ace says. And Jeremiah is feeling like he has no friends and like America knows something. And why is America involved? And he's kind of confused the same way Huda's confused, but somehow it only matters how Huda feels. And Jeremiah should run to her. I want to run to you right away. And she's like, you didn't come to me, you dumb bitch. So now he's getting it from her. And he's like, I got to go to bed. She's like, how dare you? And then every night he goes to bed next to his recoupling, Iris. And she looks at him like, and I'm like, oh my God. Huda, I was hoping she'd calm down. I really was hoping she would calm down. Krista says it's not sounding worth it. You better watch it. You better watch it. Oh my gosh. So tonight, like I was saying, they had the chance to get rid of Huda or Jalen. And I thought, I mean, come on. In my reality TV brain, I was like, something's going to happen. And I knew Ace's messy ass was going to keep Huda after everything he said. I knew it. They could stand behind Huda if they wanted to stay or stand behind freaking Jalen. And the only people I think that stood behind Jalen and wanted him to stay were Austin, Pepe, and Nick. I think everyone else, all the women, including Iris, stood to keep Huda. I was like, what? 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 You realize, like, what? Now you're all gonna get it. And then we see previews for Thursday's episode, and they're all like, that's it. If she keeps acting like this, you had a chance to get rid of her, and you didn't. You kept her. And Iris, you sweet little bombshell. What were you thinking? She's like, I think everyone deserves love. No, they don't. No, they don't. I will tell you right now, no, they don't. I would petition to send Huda home, maybe Jeremiah too. Maybe Taylor can go with if he's just doing this for the clout. And Ace. I don't know at this point. But and then here comes Huda like, thank you, Iris. I'm sorry about all those horrible things I said. I mean, she didn't say it like that, but basically, she just got done going around saying how Iris is such not a girl's girl, is horrible. And there's Iris saving her. So the recoupling happens. Again, they have to, 2 days later, here comes Ariana looking like the hottest bombshell. Shout out to Ariana Maddox. I mean, Austin tonight was like, I want to date her. It's like, that's never going to happen, sir. You can't add her to your list of 104 people. No, it's not going to happen. But Ariana was like, we have another recoupling and ladies are going to go behind the door and they're going to pick the guy they want to recouple with, stay or move on to a new guy. And then if their guy picks and they're matched up, they both picked each other, the door will open. If not, it won't. The only person whose door didn't open, obviously, Jalen. And then nobody picked Huda because Huda's going to need a whole new dude bombshell to come in and not know her history for her to have a chance. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if Ace still took a chance with Huda. I could see his messy ass getting with Huda. So we have this, so ultimately Jeremiah picks Iris and I'm like, oh God, okay, thank God. Because now Huda will go home. She'll get some help. She'll watch the show. She'll realize I can't abuse people and talk to people like this. I got to figure out what's going on. Maybe audition for the Bad Girls Club. I know that's not still a show, but I'm telling you, I think she's going to throw his bed in the pool. I think she is going to be just like doing pots and pans. I know Christina posted, I think it was Christina posted in her stories, Tanisha from like season 2 of Bad Girls Club, I think it was, doing the pots and pans. And I said, I wish it were that fun. I wish it was Tanisha level of drama, but it's like not fun. Not fun levels of drama. So, I'm like, oh, good. Huda can go home, gather herself, because apparently her baby daddy has spoken up and was like, hey, don't hate on her. All right, well, maybe she should stop like threatening people and verbally abusing people if she wants America to like her, because it's really hard to cheer for an abusive lady. Sorry. It's hard to cheer, obviously, for the abusive men. I did not expect an abusive lady this season, I'll tell you that. I was all ready to just hate on Jeremiah for faking the funk. And then Huda had to be like, oh, fuck you, you bitch. Oh, you did. Oh, goodness. And like she runs up on him. I'm like, girl, please stop. So, obviously she didn't go home. She stays. And she's going to get a chance at love. But as we see from the upcoming episode, she's just still going ham. She's still going crazy around the place. And Sierra and them, who everyone was like, I'm kind of worried. I'm scared. Like she's doing the most. And if you notice, Huda doesn't give a shit about anybody else or their romance or their path in this game in Love Island. She doesn't care. She's just worried about herself. All the women are checking on her and she's like, ah! Like she told Jeremiah, don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Fudge you. You're a bitch. I hate you, you dick, you liar. You're the worst. And so then he just goes about his night with Iris, doesn't do anything. They're just standing there. He doesn't talk to Huda and she goes, oh! All of a sudden me and my husband Chella are in our watching, and we hear squealing. I go, "Who's that?" He goes, "It's Huda. She's running away." I go, "Why? What happened?" She's like, "I can't believe he pulled out the chair for Iris." Oh my God. This chick is beyond controlling. I think at one point she told him that, yeah, she did. She said, "Don't you talk to anybody about our problems." What in the Jax Taylor are you? What? Don't talk to anybody about our problems. Don't you ever do nothing. Don't talk to nobody. She's gonna be that chick who's gonna make you stop talking to your mom. She's like, "Don't talk to your mom, that bitch." You'll be like, "I love my mom." No, you don't. Don't talk to your sister. Is that your niece? Hang up. Like, people, red flag city township. If they start telling you, you can't talk to anybody else. You can't vent to anybody. You can't have any close connections, no friendships, no nothing. That is a red flag. Welcome, Nancy. Thank you for becoming a member. Nancy Aman became a member of the Lean team. Thank you so much. How old is she? She's young. So change is possible. They're all young. I think both Jeremiah and Huda are 24, about to be 25. So their brains aren't even fully developed, and they had that conversation. But good Lord, I am traumatized. And I didn't do nothing. I'm just trying to have a fun summer and watch this. And watch these two queens, Amaya and Shelly, maybe, be sent some bombshells who are worthy of them. And then I got Huda over here going, "I'm so hurt." I don't care anymore, Huda. Nobody cares. You've known him for 10 days. You guys had sex in front of other people while they were sleeping. Like, please miss me with this Romeo and Juliet bullshit. She's like, "I'm so hurt." How? Why? What? When? How? How can you be this hurt? This is the dumbest thing. It's so stupid, but it's also scary. It's stupid, but it's scary. We're going to need Ariana to step in at some point and be like, "Okay, you're doing too much, Huda. You're doing a little too much. Okay? Yes. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like." Yeah, and if he's all of those bad things, then why'd she kept the door open for him? She's like, "I just thought he'd come through the door." Yes, because I know there's nothing that turns me on more and gets my lady boner raging more than when someone's like, "You're a bitch, you're a punk, you're a liar, you're fuck you," all these. I'm sorry, what? And then when she was going around telling the other islanders as they're trying to enjoy their day, the faces Taylor was making and Nick was making, he was like, "I can't do it." But he's like raising his eyebrow really high, and Taylor's like, and then he votes to keep her. And I think Nick would have as well if Ace would have went first, because I think Nick just kind of follows. I think Austin is right. Nick just kind of follows what Ace does, as does Taylor. But it was a messy. And just to see that next episode, they're all going to be regretting their decision in 3, 2, 1, regret. That was like Christina. Yes, Shelly was mad that Austin chose what's her face. I love that Shelly was like, I mean, it would have been nice to know that Austin was talking to Amaya, or that was an option. Girl, you had your door ready for Ace. You locked Austin out. You can't have. It's like when I went to Germany, and me and my husband saw there was a marshmallow truck. I know, amazing. You could try all these marshmallows. They're like, "You can try the marshmallows." And I was like, "Ooh," like, "Which one would you like?" I'm like, "I'll try one of each." They're like, "You can't have all the marshmallows." And I was like, "Oh, you can't?" That's how I feel about some of these ladies. You can't have all the boys. Let Amaya have something. But the Austin Shelly thing is ridiculous. They have no chemistry. There's nothing there. He's like, "I got nice tits." And she's like, "Ha ha 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 ha. Let's do squats." No, if we're doing squats, I don't like you, or I'm paying you to make my butt look nice. That is not a date. Working out is not a date. Maybe at that age. I don't know. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. El Michelle says, my theory, Ace and Taylor need to get rid of Jalen, Taylor's competition, so they voted for Huda. Mm-hmm. You're probably 100% right. Because Ace is like, come on, get it together. Because there is, this whole element of a game at the end of the day, where if you're not coupled up, you're vulnerable and you can be sent home. So you do have to, you then have to be weary of like, is this person really in this because they like me, or they just want to stay in the game? They just want to stay for the exposure. They just want to stay for the next bombshell. Oh, yes. Nancy says, I'm the same one as, oh, that's you, Nancy. Google mixed me up. Because I have so many emails for you. Thank you, Nancy. You sweetie. My sweet mod Nancy, who's now also this Nancy. I was like, I don't know if I've ever seen that Nancy name before. What in the Tom Sandoval, right, William? Third fake redemption arc. So now we still have Huda. We still have Huda, and we still have a woman who we literally are watching terrorize this guy. And every chance she gets, everything he says, they're 1 minute they're cuddling with their legs, and she's like, and she's got those not cocoon eyelashes. They're very pretty, but they're like, they remind me of what's the thing? Damn, perimenopausal brain fog. These lucky young people. What's the thing before a butterfly? They look like that. The thing that happens before you become a mariposa, a butterfly. Not the cocoon, but the, say it with me, everybody. Say it with me. I forgot what it's called. Okay, Christina, thank you. Okay, so this is where I'm seeing the shit. Caterpillar, thank you. Everyone go follow Christina Coca on Instagram. Killing it. She's killing it. All right, I don't know. I can't click that link. I'm just going to go straight to your Instagram, Christina. And we're going to have to talk after Thursdays. If you can make the time, Christina, if you got the time, I got the dime. No, that doesn't make a lot of sense, but you know what I'm talking about. We got to talk. We got to go live and talk about this. Okay. All right. Here's the audio of Huda. Never tell anyone about our problems ever.
You're never.
Okay.
They told her like, yeah, it might have been like a rough morning, or like things might be good, but that's my girl.
What'd you say?
You're
never ever supposed to bring up any fucking problems to anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. Ever. Okay. And guess what? I don't know the bitch. Don't fucking bring up shit about us, especially problems. Never do that.
They told her like,
who talks to someone like that, period, in a relationship? But who talks to someone like that in the courting stage of the relationship? Period. I don't know the bitch. Don't talk about. I get that you don't want to air your dirty laundry with everybody, but what are you even talking about? He's got to have friends. He's got to have outlets. They're all on the island together. And that's like isolation. That's some scary ass shit.
Did you just let him say it, or did you respond?
I don't remember what I said.
Did you defend us, or did you just not say anything and let them step all over us? If I was playing it safe, I would have never told you about my daughter. Remember that.
I know that. The thing that threw me off was how they saw that and how they feel about that.
All I'm gonna say is, don't let comments from people, regardless of how close you think you are, bother you.
I mean, that's not. I'm a human. Things are gonna bother me.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
Like,
I know.
So Christina screen grabbed that as well. Huda has told Jeremiah before, basically, in addition to the first clip, don't trust what anyone else says. That's like very basic, very not classic. Well, kind of classic, cliched, like abuser 101 is to like isolate them. You can only trust me. Don't tell anyone. You have no outlets other than me. I'm telling you, next he'll be coming for, don't talk to your mom. She's toxic. She's trouble. Your sister, she's a bitch. Your aunt, your great aunt, your dog. You see that dog? Is that a female dog? Get that bitch out of here. Oh my gosh. How did it go from Sunday night's episode to now we have this chick just haunting our dreams. She's our sleep paralysis demon. Huda, why? Why, God, why? Delulu. Yes, he was defending her in the convo that he had with the boys. He said they had a bad morning, and with Iris. But it's scary the way Jeremiah is so quick to be like, no, it's great. And I was like, it's not great. I don't think the conversation you had was great. And I don't think you guys made up. I think she's just literally trying to control you. He said they had a bad morning, but she's still his girl. He didn't say anything else. Oh, very narc behavior. We've had a lot of narc guys over here, but we're having some serious narc girl vibes going on with Huda, so we gotta play our narc slayer.
In every generation there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is the slayer.
Yeah, controlling people. From the jump, and Hype My Husband Chell, I was telling you guys, we had different feelings on this, because I was like, why is she, if she's so serious about this guy and they're talking, why is she holding the fact that she has a kid for, to them, what seems like a long time, because they're acting as though they're so in love. And Hype My Husband Chell was like, hello, Joleen, think about it. Like, she's a single mom that's held against a lot of women. She's trying to find love. She doesn't want to be judged for that. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. But there's always part of me that just didn't like the way she was moving with that information, because you're going to allow him to kind of fall for you. What if Jeremiah never wants kids? What if Jeremiah, I think it's completely reasonable for him as a 24-year-old, because I know I as a 24-year-old would be the same way. I would not have wanted the responsibility of a child. And I wouldn't have put myself in a relationship or a situation with someone with a child knowing that I would not be I didn't know what I wanted yet. So it would be unfair to get to know the kid. And then the kid thinks, oh, I have a new stepmommy or stepdaddy. And then I'm like, bye, I'm moving to LA to be a stand-up comedian. See you never. Like, I would never want to do that to a kid. You have to be such a stable force when kids are involved. And the way she was like, and the way everyone was like, and if he doesn't accept that, then he's an asshole. And I just don't necessarily agree with that. I think, like we talked about this previously, there are people who are child-free by choice. There are people who never want that for themselves. There are people who just know themselves and they just, that kind of responsibility is too much. He's a actor in LA who's working as a caterer. He's not going to be playing daddy. You know, I have a child. Huda's giving me the vibes. It's like, she's like this type that's like, my child. Like, I have a child. Like, oh, we're so happy for you. We love it. Child, wonderful. Awesome. I bet your daughter's great. What? Like, somehow we're supposed to treat, like she's going to get special treatment or something. Like, what? Huda? What are you doing? What are you talking about? What's going on? She crawled out of the ring as well. Oh my God. And the gaslighting that's going on. Oh my gosh. Because I'm a mom. She's just like, I'm on everything. Because I'm a mom. So you can't get rid of me. Because I'm a mother. It's like Lala. Yes. I was just telling Krista, we see each other. Hype My Husband Chell tonight that I'm getting like Lala vibes from her, because she's just like, all of a sudden she turns into like finger guns. Like, you want to get popped, bitch? Like, she bucks up to this man who might be a fuckboy, might just be there for clout, but he is not an aggressive person. He doesn't seem to be abusive in the least. And she's like, what? And she's okay. She puts on her bikini and she's like, you want some? No, nobody wants some, Huda. This is Love Island. This isn't like Battlefield Island. No one's here to fight like that. This is too much running around. Fuck this bitch. What? Oh my God. Next, they're going to tell me she's from Utah. And Lala is a mother, and Huda is a mother, and they have a child. And it's your fault that she has a child. And you better plan your life around her and her child. And you're like, what? What is going on? I am a mother to a fault. Yes. Oh my God, we have to play that clip now, Carissa. I love that clip. We got to get in our BB era and find my mother to a fault. When Angela said it, I don't know if I still have it. I have this one.
I wish a mother would.
Okay. I wish a motherfucker would. But I don't know if I am a mother to a fault anymore. Oh my gosh. I have this one.
I want to be sexed. So I'm telling you right now.
Oh wait, I found it.
I am a mother to a fault.
That's Huda.
I am a mother to a fault.
Carissa. I'm so glad you thought of that. Oh my gosh. I am a mother to a fault. North Van Amy, start watching it now. You're only, what did we say this episode was? 9 episodes. Is that what it is? I can't even remember now. Binge it. Oh, the margaritas. Oh, you guys. Big Brother's right around the corner, and they put out a clue with, or Julie Chen is posting with keys. Like not our normal traditional keys that go in, the Big Brother voting circle thingy. It's like special fancy skeleton key type things. I'm like, what is going on? I mean, we are already June 17th. We have Big Brother premiering what? July 10th, July 7th. So we will get the cast drop probably the week of, if not at least a couple days before. They don't want to give us too much time to look into these people, to find all the people that they shouldn't have cast on the show.
Chuck, I miss you so bad. Thank you. Chuck, I miss you so bad.
If you buy her one margarita, she will spread her legs. Give me one margarita, I'ma open my legs. Give me 2 margaritas, I'ma give it some head. Give me 3 margaritas, I'ma put it in my pussy. Give me 4 margaritas, I'ma put it in my dick. Give me 5 margaritas, I'ma give it.
Game over. Good night, Christina. Sleep tight. Give little bubs all the cuddles and the love. Krista says, I'm 33, married since 2018, and hubby and I both said absolutely not on kids. There are some of us, right? But I think that Huda's just, she's just so selfish. She's so selfish. And I really wanted to give Huda a chance, but the way she is treating Jeremiah, it's just abusive. It's gross. It's narc behavior. I don't like it. It's really scary. And now she's still there, and she needs to get checked. They can't be given in to her delusions and her gaslighting anymore at this point. So at least there were 2 people so far that I feel like have called Huda out. And that is now Sierra telling her, knock it off with the name calling. And then Austin talking about the toxicity of their relationship, and he's not sorry, and he's glad that Jeremiah parted ways. And like the screenshot from his Instagram that his family is running that Christina posted, they're very happy that America has separated them, because this is so unhealthy. Because obviously, yes, this show is emotional. You're going to have emotions. You're going to have feelings. You're going to be like, oh my God, we've seen this time and time again. But you have to be able to control yourself. Just because you're upset doesn't give you the right to go into someone's space, to scream at them, to call them names, to threaten them. Especially for something so stupid like this. It's just showing like, girl, can you imagine? I mean, if one of the guys was talking this way, I would be through the screen. So it just wasn't sitting right with me. I'm like, why am I feeling so bad for this man? As time went on, I'm like, oh my God, this is really bad. And I was looking at how my husband Chalaran, like, this is abusive. I don't like this. This isn't just they have a toxic relationship. This is next level. Literally she is telling him all the things that are wrong with him and he's done wrong and she has done nothing wrong. What? It is crazy. Yeah, some people were saying, so I saw some people online saying they were getting like possible like borderline, but also shout out to all the, leave the borderline peeps alone. They already deal with enough stigma. So I don't know what's really going on, but it's not good. My gut was telling me, and I'm just like, no, I'm gonna, maybe, he is kind of a, he does got the face of a fuck boy, and maybe they're both kind of love bombing each other, and they're both annoying, and they fight too much. Yes, but once she started speaking to him this way, I'm like, no, we're not doing this. I'm not doing this. I want to enjoy this, and it's also taking us away from. And I saw this mentioned by people online, from getting to know the other islanders, because we're just now consumed with the toxicity that is Huda. She thinks everyone should give a shit about her situation, and they're over it, baby. Because literally, he's not your boyfriend. You guys didn't close it off. You didn't lock it down. You did bang when everyone was in the room. Okay. But the whole premise of the show is that other people are there. So go find somebody else. But I am nervous for this next person that's going to come in. But I don't know how much longer Huda's going to last. I feel like a self-eviction happening. Does that happen on Love Island like it does Big Brother, where people just like self-evict and leave? Or we're going to have to like 5150, some kind of mental health thing, get her off the show. Because it might come to a point where it's so unhealthy for the other islanders and for Huda herself. Because I was thinking, okay, she's going to go home tonight. Then she can do some reflection. Don't focus on social media, what people think of you. Focus on your behavior and how you got to change that. And especially now because you got a baby girl. Oh my gosh. Yes, it was the, El Michelle said it was the delusional tirades and controlling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she didn't get what she wanted, and she threw a major temper tantrum. And she's always throwing tantrums, like every little thing. She just pops up, and when she threw the water bottle and her phone down, I was like, oh no, I don't like that. This is gonna, next thing you know, she's gonna slap. No, I don't like it at all. Solus says, as a therapist, oh good, we have a therapist who can tell us there are borderline symptoms, but also that's such a complex disorder where a place like the villa could heighten emotions anyway. Yes, totally. I don't want to, I can't diagnose her. Obviously, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not her therapist. And so I think those are great points. And I feel like there's already, with the borderline and the bipolar, they got all the stigma. People are always like, oh my God, that's so bipolar. And you're like, leave the bipolars alone. They're dealing with enough. Maybe that person isn't bipolar. They're just a bitch. Do you ever think of that? They're just a bitch. Bipolar isn't synonymous with bitch. But yes, I don't know what's going on with Huda, but they shouldn't allow the other islanders to have to be subjected to her abusive language. It's just too much. And it's so apparent when everyone else is acting so differently and very uncomfortable. But then I'm like, how much is production involved that they're still keeping her? Because some could argue, oh, it's just because she's, one of the first to come in, the OGs, and they always kind of try to stick together in this show. But I feel like what we learned from season 6 and from them being exposed by the cast, the producers being exposed, is the producers sometimes get on these shows, they get way too involved to the point where it can ruin a good thing. So I feel like there's some kind of pressure from producers to keep Huda in this, thinking that, oh, this will be entertaining. Oh, no, it's gone beyond entertaining. Now it's freaking scary. No, thank you. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Christina says, as a laid person, she crazy. Well, we all crazy. But that's next level. That's like someone's going to get hurt. Oh my goodness. Okay, Carissa says, as a borderline, I'm going to let you know. As someone who was misdiagnosed bipolar for quite a few years, I know all too well about with bipolar and borderline, where people are like so stigmatized. And then they were like, just kidding, you just have ADHD. And we don't do a lot of research on women with ADHD. So we usually misdiagnose you with a mood disorder of some sorts. Funsies, Sarsies. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I was wondering why the medicine wasn't changing anything. Cool story. So we're just like speculating this time. Christina says, I still say Huda is a goddess. She's just a goddess who needs some serious help. As much as I call out the narc dudes and narc peeps and have the narc slayer, I do realize that I am not equipped to diagnose them. But there's certain behaviors where you're like, that fits into this a little bit. But good point, Solace, that we can't be out here just straight diagnosing people, even though I've been guilty of it. Because I still think Jax Taylor is all of the things. Jax Taylor from the Valley has like all of the things. But mostly he's just a psychotic psychopath. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. Christina, you stop with the Karen Reed. You stop with that. Yes, Catherine. Huda's not fun drama. She's uncomfortable drama, like watching Jax. It does feel like watching Jax. And like I said, was enjoying Love Island because I don't want to watch Jax abuse his wife and his child and his friendships and lie and manipulate and get off the hook and be able to monetize his abuse. Like, that is not fun to watch. And I see Huda heading that way, and I'm like, oh, we got to get rid of her. Send her home. Send her home, and then straight to outpatient. So, that's true. Good point, Krista. You guys are so smart. You're all beautiful smarties. I don't even know how my brain's still working. It's midnight here, but thank you guys so much for letting me get all of the Love Island things off my chest. And I hope you guys feel like you were able to sound off. So many good comments in the live chat. Nancy, good to see you. Good to see you and your other name. And thanks for becoming a member. And Christina, thank you for the super chat. Thanks to everyone who joined. Smash that like if you haven't already. Leave a comment after the video post. We'll talk more Love Island. I know this conversation was all over the place, but I had to talk to you, and I had to talk to you now. I could not control it. So, yes. You need some company while you're gaming. What are you gaming? What are you playing? What are you playing? I do love a late night one too. You know? My freaking neurodivergent ass loves to stay up a little late. So late night live. Yes, yes. And Liz over in Ireland. What time is it in Ireland right now? Let me look, Liz. I'm going to look it up. Current. I think you're like in the future. Current time in Ireland. Oh, that's one of my top searches because I've searched it before. 8:10 a.m. You're up bright and early, Liz. I will hopefully get up somewhat early for Verdict Watch for the Karen Reed trial as well. And, yeah, 2 a.m. in Texas. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to South Texas. Say hi to my fam bam there. All right, guys. I got to go. You guys are wonderful. I'll see you around real soon. Be back tomorrow. 3 lives today. Not to toot my own horn, but toot, toot, bitch. Toot to the toots. All right. Let me find my outro. And you guys take care. And always remember to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Look at producer Cordelia. She's so sweet. Okay, bye.